Play action. It's McNair. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Come back in. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now McNair. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, McNair. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now McNair. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Throwing on 1st down, Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Williams. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, McNair. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
18, Pioneer.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
McNair. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got Shockey. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. 10 through 11. Ready?
Here's McNair. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 29 yards.
You lucky. Man did some bozo shit.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off play action. Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll run up the middle with Campbell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 2nd down, McNair. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Trap 50, trap 50. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now McNair off the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
A give. 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers.
Looking to throw. McNair. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to.
Do it again!
I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. And Graham on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
set. Cut back team. Cut back team. Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
A final shot before break. McNair. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up third.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Williams throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now throwing incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Hey, smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. McNair. Campbell making the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They gave some whole shit.
No indecision on 3rd and 1. And And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square. Just got
Nah, that's a first down, respectfully.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
60, 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On first down, it's McNair. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. The call for Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. In motion is the tight end Graham. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, feeling like a lawn chair. Now Williams to throw on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's McNair. And this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19. Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Come on. Hey. 19 tight, 19.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Go street. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Wyatt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Go.
Off the play fake. McNair. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 63 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Let's go now. Roll, roll, roll.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. McNair. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. McNair. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 White. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Street.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. McNair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19.
On 4th down, McNair. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play.
Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eagles 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.